Is there anybody that you know of who would want to hurt your husband?
Define hurt. Sorry. Yeah, take your pick. Good old days. Let's see. No, not him. Oh, this one I recognize. He used to deliver pizza to us until then he just kind of delivered.
So your husband was gay?
What's more than bisexual? How's compulsively orgasmic? Let's say he was polymorphously prefers, which is to say that he would have sex with a plant.
Do you think that there was a reason that the killer sodomized your husband with a banana?
He was allergic to bananas. He used to get all covered in hives. I've got to call my son Adam.
In New York City, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. These are their stories.
Hey guys, welcome to Munch My Benson. My name is Adam. I'm here in Albuquerque where I spent a lot of time in the last week editing a podcast about Law and Order Special Victims Unit. I am, of course, joined online by Josh. How are you, Josh? How are things?
Things are fine. I've been recording. I'm putting together like a bonus episode for Unkind Rewind, and then we have an Excalibur one that we're dropping next week, for like basically on Christmas Day.
Nice.
So in the middle of that, the Excalibur recording was Monday night, and then Sean and I recorded yesterday.
Nice.
There was a weird moment that I got to drop on Sean in the Just Me and Sean episode, where he lived in Pittsburgh for like 7th and part of 8th grade, I believe.
Okay.
Maybe all of 8th grade, but he lived in Pittsburgh for 2 years. And he had a friend from Pittsburgh that he hadn't talked to at all in like decades since he left Pittsburgh, basically.
Okay.
And that friend found us, called the call-in line.
What?
And left a message. And so I'm the one who checks the call-in line, not Sean. So I got to just like, oh, Sean, just a second. I've got this thing for you. Or I've got a surprise for you. And so this Pittsburgh Bill starts talking, and he's like, hey, this is Sean's old buddy from middle school, Bill. And Sean has a buddy, Bill, that he, went to like high school with, and so he thought it was weird that he would have framed it that way. And then then he adds that he's, they were old friends in Pittsburgh. And Sean's like, what the fuck?
That's
and
great.
It was kind of a like, this is your life moment, where some random thing from your past.
Speaking of Sean's life, since last you and I spoke, I ate ice cream with Sean here in Albuquerque.
Yeah, you did.
Me and Sean and a bunch of children. And a couple other people too, which was fun. Would have been nice to hang out more, but of course I didn't know that he was coming until 2 days before he showed up.
Yep. That is that's the joy of having Sean in your life. Every once in a while he would there was at least one time where we were in LA and I couldn't even meet up with him. He didn't bother to tell me until like 2 days beforehand. It's like, I'm working this whole fucking week, man.
Yeah. Classic Sean. Yeah.
Classic Sean. It is classic Sean. It really is. It's like the most classic Sean.
Josh, what are you drinking?
From my Tony's on the Pier, Redondo Beach, California, the official bar of Munch by Benson.
Great bar.
I'm drinking Jameson on the rocks. It was Four Fingers. It was a full tumbler. It's no longer full. It's half full. But Jameson was on sale, so
nice.
That's what I got last time I was at the liquor store. And I have a reserve all day session IPA.
Yeah, I have not been to a real liquor store in a long time, so I am drinking Bullet Rye on the rocks. I wish I could have been drinking a chilled vodka straight to discuss the episode we're about to discuss, because it would have been appropriate. Sure. Have like maybe a twist of lemon on one side, have a little pile of salt, some kind of herbs, have a little plate with all those things on it, maybe like 3 olives, and then go from there. I'm also drinking a La Cumbre acclimated American-style pale ale.
Nice.
Out of the koozie I borrowed from friends of the show, Pike and Maya.
Liberated.
We are watching Season 1, Episode 12, Russian Love Poem. God help us all.
Perestroika.
Yeah. Dos Vidania. When Christina Harlan and her daughter Emily return from a weekend away, they aren't expecting to find husband Andrew strung up via Japanese rope bondage, wearing nothing but a gimp mask, a studded leather halter, and a ball gag with a banana shoved in his keister. But this is Sex Crime Season 1, so it is what it is. Christina tells Benson she and her daughter just got back from picking up son Adam at a raging bachelor's party in the Hamptons. Emily tells Stabler that her dad wanted a divorce that Christina wouldn't agree to, while Christina tells Benson her husband was not just super gay, but also a completely debauched fetishist. She does, however, say he wouldn't have consented to having a banana shoved up his poop chute since he was highly allergic to the phallic fruit. Andrew Harlan was worth somewhere north of $100 million, and while Christina doesn't seem too upset that her husband is gone, she was in the Hamptons, so who else could have known about Andrew's allergies? Cassidy thinks he recognizes a hunky dude from one of Andrew's photos, so he and Munch go talk to one Bulldozer, once from Ypsilanti, then from
MVP of the episode.
Then from a banana commercial fame, now looking to break into the wonderful wide world of pornography. Bull says he broke off his fling with Andrew since the rich guy wasn't paying him enough, and since they were 2 tops too many for one relationship.
Adam, he prefers to be called Mr. Dozer.
Bensler speaks to Andrew's son Adam, who says he was close to his father until dad started banging his girlfriends, most recently a painter named Becky Sorensen who lives in NoHo. She says there's nothing small about Daddy Andrew, but that they split up after a libidinous 2 weeks together, which somehow included multiple trips aboard another of Andrew's lovers' party boats. Captain Charlie Poe first denies having an affair with Andrew, but cracks when Olivia tell him about the nude photos in their possession. He then says he only slept with the man because Andrew offered to pay for his kids' tuition. Munch finds that Andrew spent about $40,000 on women's lingerie in the past year, and Jeffries learns of a fingerprint found in the Harlan house that belongs to a recent Russian immigrant, Sonia Pietrovich. Sonia's green card lists her occupation as a masseuse at a bathhouse in the East Village that is frequented by mobsters. The proprietor laments losing her to a brand new fancy spa on Fifth Avenue called Ecstasy. Sonia doesn't work there anymore either, but her friend Natasha does. Natasha says that Sonia was dating a mobster named Yuri, who she leveraged into getting a singing gig at the Moscow restaurant in Brighton Beach. Sonia tells Livliet that she doesn't know Andrew. She only cleaned his house since her friend Katya, his regular housekeeper, was out of the country. The detectives aren't really buying her story and threaten to arrest her before she agrees to track down Katya for them. Jeffries, pulling a lot of weight in this episode, learns quickly that Harlan did have a housekeeper, but she isn't Russian and never works weekends. Sonia is taken in for questioning and immediately launches into an extended pro-prostitution panegyric. She says she makes men come alive when they're fucking her behind their wives' backs. She also says hers is a small community and that they'll know she spoke to the cops. Emily Harlan shows up to the station and tells Elliot that her mom never cared about her father's philandering when he was just banging dudes, but that changed when he fell in love with Katya Ivanova, who her mom called, quote, his Russian whore. Emily then shows Elliot the contents of Andrew's locked desk drawer, which included a legal document showing Andrew was suing Katya for $2 million. Also, Christina dropped the lawsuit immediately upon Andrew's death. Christina tells Ben Abler that she assumed the detectives knew about the lawsuit, and when pressed about potentially covering for her husband's murderer, she wonders why she would cover for that whore. Sonia calls the unit in terror, so Munchy drive to Brighton Beach, where they find a trail of bloody steps leading from her apartment. Sonia and another woman are axed to death inside. Sonia's cousin takes Munch, Stabler, and Benson to a cafe on the boardwalk and tells them the other woman was Sonia's aunt. He shows them a photo of this Katya we've been hearing so much about, but says the girls never bring their American boyfriends to Brighton Beach, so he's never seen Andrew. Back at the station, a middle-aged Russian man bursts in and tells them he has information. His name is Alexander Strizhov, and he says he knows what true love is because he watched his father fuck other women in front of his mother, I think. He also says they can stop looking for Katya because she didn't kill Andrew. He, Alexander, did. He brought Katya to America and is madly in love with her, so the lawsuit broke his heart. He says he shot Andrew in the chest. He says he didn't kill Sonia or her nameless aunt, however. Finally, Stabler and Benson make it to Katya's swanky Fifth Avenue apartment building, where the doorman tells them which car service she always uses, which leads them to a midtown hotel where they meet the elusive Katya at a fancy party. She immediately tries to seduce Stabler and declines their invitation to talk downtown. Benson threatens to sick immigration on her, and then she agrees with the stipulation that noon is the earliest she will ever get up to go talk to somebody. The next day, Katya tells Stablenson that she and Sonia went to Andrew's apartment to tease him for the lawsuit. She says she didn't kill him, but she did tie him up in the S&M harness. She also admits to stuffing the banana up his tailpipe before they left. Thinking that this might have something to do with Sonia's mobbed-up boyfriend, they head back to the beach to talk to Yuri. He doesn't tell Stabler very much, but does imply that Alexander Strizhov is to blame. Out on the boardwalk, Sonia's cousin is strikingly day drunk and tells Brianch that he heard Alexander kill Sonia through the wall. Stabler seems to be making friends with Katya, so much so that Benson asks him to leave the interrogation room. She says Alex was upset when they stopped banging, and it's likely that he was sleeping with Sonia, but Katya's job is to stay alive, so she's not interested in helping them catch Andrew or Sonia's killer. Benson begins to arrest her for Andrew's murder when she relents and agrees to help. Once again, we're back at the beach. Katya is pawing at Alex at the Moscow restaurant bar. The SVUs are listening in a van outside. They hear Alex start shouting, so they run in to find him running towards Yuri with a large caliber revolver. When they tell him to drop it, he empties all the bullets but one. He points the gun at his chest, tells them he's going to tell a Russian love poem. He says he loved Katya, even though she was an ungrateful whore. He pulls the trigger. Click. He says he went to Andrew's house after the girls left and strangled him. He pulls the trigger again. Click. He says he killed Sonia and the aunt because he didn't love Sonia. Click. He wanted to be happy with Katya in America. See how lucky he is? Bang. Alex is dead. Stabler and Benson share a tragically beautiful Brighton Beach sunset, and we are left with my racism detector exploded 25 minutes ago, and I love it. Dick Wolf.
Yeah. This. So I don't know if this is more racist against UESers or against Russians, but it's racist against.
It's racist
both
against
of them.
a variety of peoples.
Sure.
It's also racist against Cassidy, as usual.
Yeah. So, speaking of guest stars, we've already talked about Dean Winters.
We sure
playing Detective Brian Cassidy, so he has achieved that.
Yeah.
That grade.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about him in 185. We're the most disgusting second unit in television, where we were discussing season 15, episode 19, Downloaded Child. And they were doing some pretty disgusting work there.
Yeah, they were.
Pretty disgusting work there. We've talked about Chris Orbach, who's playing Detective Ken Briscoe, who is Jerry Orbach's son, but playing Lenny Briscoe's nephew.
Yeah.
That was in 143. Whatever. We're just going to leave this dangling. where we're talking season 1, episode 8, Stalked.
Yeah, he gets a solid single line. It's,
Yeah, that's kind of par for the course for Chris. And then we've already talked about Melissa Sage Miller.
Yeah.
Who's playing Becky Sorensen here.
Lovely role. She's the reason why we know how large Andrew's cock is.
Yeah. He's swinging a big dick. But we talked about her back in episode 85. The whole second half of this episode basically is Stabler can't give everyone a ticket to the gun show. Where we were talking season 12, episode 13, Mask. Sexual compulsion. Sexual compulsion.
Sexual.
Where she's obviously playing ADA.
Yeah.
Gillian Hardwick.
That's right.
Yeah. So brain melter here, because she is not playing her. She's playing Becky Sorensen, who's into this dead guy's massive hog.
She's fucked.
And we're still saving Michelle Hurd.
Both male members of the Harlan family.
Yes. Yeah. But we're still saving Michelle Hurd for an episode into which she factors more heavily. She's probably in this one. First up, Oleg Krupa, who's playing Alexander Stryszov. He was born in Pybnik, Poland. We'll just hope that was pronounced correctly. He graduated from the Alexander Silverevich National Academy of Dramatic Art in Warsaw, and then began performing on stage there before emigrating to the U.S. in 1981. He's in the films 9.5 Weeks, Call Me, with starring Patricia Charbonneau.
Ooh. This used to be a Charbonneau cast.
I think we need to reestablish this as a Patricia Charbonneau podcast and have that be the next movie club entry after we
It's also
finally
record
got Green Card.
It's got David Strathairn in it, Steve Buscemi.
I've seen it, but it's been a couple years.
Okay, nice.
Black Rainbow, Miller's Crossing,
Yeah.
Men of Respect, Mac, Undercover Blues, Naked in New York, Fair Game, Eraser, Kicked in the Head, Home Alone 3, OK Garage, Simply Irresistible, No Vacancy, Blue Streak, The Opportunists, 13 Days, Behind Enemy Lines, The Italian Job, Burn After Reading, Whatever Works, Salt, X-Men First Class, Someday This Pain Will Be Useful to You, The Dictator, Admission, Blood Ties, I'm Obsessed with You, Hidden Figures, The Fate of the Furious, Bel Canto, The Sunlit Night, and Reagan. Oleg Krupa was main cast in The Kennedys of Massachusetts and The Grid. He had recurring roles in Oz, As the World Turns, The Americans, Madam Secretary, and Iron Fist. He's in 4 episodes of the original series, 1 New York Undercover, and 1 Criminal Intent. He was married to composer and painter Noah Ein. They had a daughter together and remained friends after the divorce until her death in 2019. Then we've got Nadine Stenovich, who's playing Katya Ivanova. She's born in Cumberland, Rhode Island. Looks like she now runs The Scoop and Design, supplying fabric and apparel manufacturers with textile art designs from the hottest studios in London, New York, and Australia. She's in the films The Opponent, Abuse of Power, Beowulf, Silent Night, Zombie Night, Fear Farm, but farm spelled with a PH, 616 Wilford Lane, and Fear Farm 2. In this instance, both the P and the H are capitalized in farm. She was main cast in Another World. She is married to actor and Extreme Makeover Home Edition co-host John Littlefield, who we'll see in Contact, the episode Contact, not the movie.
Not the movie. Yeah.
but they've been married since 2006. It looks like they were trying to finance a docuseries about renovating a dilapidated French chateau. And they did they filmed some of that, but I don't know what the deal with that is. Then we've got Allison Munn playing Emily Harlan. She was born in Columbia, South Carolina, graduated from the College of Charleston. She moved to New York to pursue acting full-time, appearing in 500 performances of The Fantastics. She's in the films Local Boys, White Oleander, Elizabethtown, which is a truly terrible movie. A Couple of Days and Nights, Farm Girl in New York, and The Devil's Hand. She was main cast in What I Like About You, Carpoolers, Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn, and The Big Show Show. She had recurring roles in Now and Again, Together, with 2 being the number 2, Together the series, Overkill, One Tree Hill, and Family Guy. She is married to Scott Holroyd, who we saw back in Futility. They've been married since 2007. They have 2 kids together.
Nice.
Then we've got Snezhana Kushner, who is now just Jana Londoner. She's playing Sonia Pietrovich. She was born in the Soviet Union. She was raised in NYC, went to high school in Miami at Miami Country Day School before getting her BFA in drama and theater arts from Tisch at NYU. She's in 1 episode of the original series and 1 episode of Criminal Intent. She also worked as an assistant location manager on some reality shows, a clearance coordinator, and she was the production coordinator on The Station Agent,
which is
and
a great
production
movie.
Supervisor. Station Agent's great.
Yeah.
And she was a production supervisor on Lovely by Surprise. She moved into talent management and development at Vanguard Management, then was producer and CEO at Momentary Pictures, and has worked as both an advisory board member and director/moderator for the Berkshire International Film Festival.
Cool.
In 2022, she opened Mercado Central NYC, a gourmet shop specializing in Spanish food and tinned fish from Iberia. Spiro Malis is playing a Russian businessman. He was born in Baltimore to Greek immigrant parents who ran Duffy's, a restaurant in Southwest Baltimore. He attended Towson State College and then taught geography for a year, while continuing his vocal training at Peabody Conservatory. He made his operatic debut in 1959 in Baltimore. Then, the next year, won the Metropolitan Opera National Council auditions. He sang leading roles in major opera houses the world over and taught at Barnard and Columbia.
Wow.
He's in the films The Daughter of the Regiment, Kojak, Ariana, Getting In, Finding North, Poster Boy, Ira and Abby, and Chapter 27. He's in 3 episodes of the original series. In 1963, he married Marlena Kleinman, who was a voice teacher in New York. They had 2 sons together. He died in June of 2019.
A lot of interesting people without photos on their IMDb pages in this episode.
Yes. Yeah. Speaking of which, we've got Russ Anderson, who's playing Charlie Poe here.
He's the party boat captain.
Yes. He was born in Rochester, Minnesota.
You know,
raised in
we know
Pine
Josh
Island.
loves Rochester.
I lived there.
Yeah.
He is raised in Pine Island, which is like 15 miles north of Rochester, roughly. There's where he graduated from high school. He got a BA in communication and theater from the University of Northern Iowa, from whence 4 generations of my family have graduated.
Nice.
We saw him playing Roger Morse back in episode 153. Make 'em space communists that are waiting for sentient dolphins to come impregnate us.
Sure.
He's in the films Money, Power, Murder and Shattered Dreams. He was main cast on One Life to Live for a Year and Guiding Light. He had recurring or multiple roles in Highway to Heaven, Designing Women, The Bold and the Beautiful, and Rescue Me. He's in one episode of the original series. 3 more. Jonathan Sharp.
Yeah.
Is playing Bulldozer.
He sure is. He's playing.
Again, MVP.
Oh, but wardrobe also, because they found some fitting leather garb for him.
Oh, yeah. So he was born in Walnut Creek, California. He grew up in Mississippi.
Not Ypsilanti, though. I'm disappointed.
No, not Ypsilanti. He trained at the National Academy of the Arts and the School of American Ballet. He danced with the Boston Ballet, the Pennsylvania Ballet, and the touring stars of the American Ballet. He appeared on Broadway in the original casts of The Red Shoes, Carousel, The Rocky Horror Show Live, The Dance of the Vampires, and Fiddler on the Roof. He was main cast on Another World and Ha, the web series. For the last 13 years, he's taught dance and musical theater at Idlewild Arts Academy in Idlewild, California.
Nice.
Then we've got Deborah Rush playing Christina Harlan. She's born in Chattanboro, New Jersey. She made her Broadway debut in 1975, won a Drama Desk Award, and was nominated for a Tony for Best Featured Actress in a Play in 1984 for her turn in Noises Off. She's in the films 10, Honky Tonk Freeway, Split Image, Zelig, A Night in Heaven, The Purple Rose of Cairo, Compromising Positions, Heat, the good one with Burt Reynolds.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
Big Business, Parents, She-Devil, Family Business, My Blue Heaven, Passed Away, Reckless, In and Out, You've Got Mail,
Josh's
3 to
favorite
Tango.
film.
3 to Tango, yeah, it is my favorite, actually. I'm glad you're, paying Matthew Perry his due here. The Good Girl, American Wedding, Strangers with Candy, Half Nelson, The Good Life, The Visitor, Fling, Julie and Julia, The Box, Rhymes with Banana, Ava's Possessions, and Women Who Kill. She was main cast in Strangers with Candy and Big Lake. She had recurring roles in Another World, North and South Book 3, Heaven and Hell, Spin City, Orange is the New Black, and Billions. She was in one episode of the original series. She has been married to Walter Chip Cronkite the Third since 1985. Huh. So her father-in-law was Walter Cronkite.
Wow.
Last one. Guy Ale, who's playing Russian cousin.
He's so great. He's so great.
He's great. He's so good in this.
He's the only one where I have like his page off to the side in a separate tab.
Highlight. Him and Bulldozer. Russian cousin, Bulldozer. Highlights of the episode. So, Guy Ale, we saw him playing Davia back in episode 146. He keistered her entire collection of pens.
Something else was keistered in this episode.
But that was season 2, episode 19, Parasites. Guy Ale was born in Kutaisi, Georgia.
Oh,
he spent
okay.
8 years in Georgia and 2 in Uzbekistan.
Mm-hmm. At
12, his family moved to Israel. He served in the IDF for 2 years and then enrolled at Beit Zvi School for the Performing Arts.
Is Guy Ale his given name? Because it doesn't seem particularly Georgian to me. Georgian names usually have about 45 consonants in them.
Well, having moved to Israel, he's probably Russian Jew also. So
possibly, yeah.
It could be also even more off the beaten path. But regardless, so he moved to the U.S. at 26. He spent 15 years in New York City before moving to L.A. He performed a one-man show, Stalin / The Monster in You. He's in the films Silent Predator, The Farmhouse, The Hurricane, and Rollerball, the remake, not the original.
Obviously.
which was released when he was still probably living in Georgia. He's in one episode of the original series. He started his own company, Lifespan Seminar, in 2010 with his wife, Teresa, and finished his book, Buddha and Einstein Walk into a Bar, How New Discoveries in Mind, Body, and Energy Can Help Increase Your Longevity, which was published in June of 2018, 2 months after he died from neurological complications in Valley Village.
Well, that's sad. It does sound like he was he was starting up a cult, though. That's what it sounds like to me.
Okay, so the episode?
It's a wild ride, guys.
I believe the first line is, Andrew, are you home or are you out whoring? And the answer is, looks like the whoring is the answer.
The whoring came
but
home.
He is home.
The whoring came home.
He is home.
They also have a real big fucking tapestry in their spiral staircase.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. So they got
Inspired
like a medieval guy.
King.
They got a medieval king. Yeah.
Daughter thinks mom is such a bitch.
Mom thinks dad is polymorphously perverse.
I mean, this whole line, like, this is obviously the pull quote for one of the ends of the episode.
There's so many pull quotes,
Liv
Josh. There's so many.
Liv asks, so your husband was bisexual? Christina answers, what's more than bisexual? How's compulsively orgasmic? Let's say he was polymorphously perverse, which is to say that he would have sex with a plant. Liv, do you think there was a reason the killer sodomized your husband with a banana? Christina, he was allergic to bananas. He used to get all covered in hives, which makes us think of banana butt hives now. But I didn't cut anything out there. That was really
that was
hell
the quote.
of...
That was the quote. It's a hell of a line. It's a hell of a line. It's a way to start the episode off. I am fully committed at this point. And then my children walked in immediately after the banana butt hives incident, and I lost my train of thought.
I would say we're pot committed, but I think we're butt committed here. Cassidy knows this guy, I guess. I can't wait to know where he knows him from.
I do like that Benson. I think the first line that Benson says to Mom, Christina, in that scene, it's just like the scene starts with Benson saying, "Do you think there's a reason the killer sodomized your husband with a banana?"
Well, no, that was actually after the polymorphously perverse, which is to say that he would have sex with a plant.
Yes.
So then she says, "Do you think the reason? Do you think there was a reason?"
But it's like a different, like that. They're talking to him at the house,
right?
And
I think there's a cut.
Yes.
I think there's a cut, but there's no. The dialogue is seamless.
There's a lot of scenes there. I mean, I should go back and watch this again. If we did that, if we watched these twice, I would just count how many scenes there are.
Stop doing that,
because there's like 300 scenes in this episode. Yeah. It's preposterous.
I don't know how they shot it.
Yeah.
So they go to Brighton Beach.
They spent like 2 weeks just driving to Brighton Beach from Manhattan in this episode. Like they go back so many times. It's far.
Yeah. Bulldozer was born to be in porn. And
sure
needs an agent if they know anyone. You know, Cassidy knows an agent in porn.
This guy is moving out of his apartment, which looks like a wild place. It's like right next to an abandoned lot. Looks like a real shithole, but also kind of could be like one of those nice shitholes. He is moving into a U-Haul truck, which is
where he's going to live.
But he's wearing leather pants and a leather vest while he's doing this. This is not the clothes you wear to move.
If you're a bulldozer, you have to always come correct.
But he has boxes. He has a full box truck. He's got
he was born to be in porn.
He's really excited about it. He's not like... Why doesn't he move to Los Angeles? Bulldozer would...
Or Miami.
He was born to be at... What is it? Is it Maverick Beach? Is that what it is? What's your beach? The Malibu place where they
where we
shoot
saw
all the
porn
exterior.
shoot.
Yeah.
Shit, what was that? They don't shoot all of them. We just happened to see it happening.
But
Matador.
That's what it's called. Matador. Mavericks is the massive break near Santa Cruz where the people go surf 70-foot waves once a year when the weather conditions are right.
Two taps can't fuck no good together.
Oh yeah, two tops. No, you need a bottom. Bulldozer needs a power bottom. By the looks of him. By the looks of those pecs.
I'm pretty sure he can supply all the power. He's Bulldozer. Father and son were close until dad started fucking his girlfriends. The last of whom was Becky Sorensen.
We go meet not ADA Hardwick, although
I think it's ADA Hardwick. It's ADA Hardwick. But we find out that Andrew was a man, Adam was a boy.
Andrew had a hard wick, if you know what I'm saying. He did things to your body that aren't even in the Kama Sutra, Josh.
Yeah. We quickly jumped to Captain Ron, who was gay for pay with
He's Captain Charles. Yeah, he's gay for pay to get childcare. Thank God I only have to fuck the state of New Mexico to get free childcare in my current life. Yeah.
He says, I think we find out that he's very ticklish.
Mm-hmm.
There's a weird amount of both of us.
There's a weird amount of Captain Poe's ticklish content going on in this.
Yeah. Cassidy says, for a 50-year-old, this Harlan sure had a lot of energy. And Kragen responds, wounded.
What's that supposed to mean?
Munch loves that this guy was, quote, truly horny.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Munch says that every sailor knows that phrase is Russian for hooker. I couldn't even fucking find it when I was looking for a translation.
I mean, good fucking luck. You'd have to use some kind of... I think it had to have been like masseuse, right? That was the only thing that he could have been saying. But this is when you know...
Whatever.
This is the first time they drop the anti-Russian racism, not the last.
No, it gets turned up to 11 here. So Turkish bath guy really wants to see Liv's feet, which is fun.
So Josh, this Turkish bathhouse is it's modeled on one of the weirdest businesses in New York City.
Well, you were meaning to say it's based.
It is based, but it is modeled on the Russian and Turkish baths, which is on 10th Street, which is also in the East Village. This one is supposed to be on 8th Street, which would be in the East Village. But the real one is on 10th Street, so 2 blocks away. It opened up...
listeners, don't get lost.
It opened up in 1892. It is like the place I most regret not going to while I lived in New York, but I can't go there with a child.
But you've seen Eastern Promises. Who cares?
No, but this place, it's like, so it's owned by 2 different guys. And if you buy a pass, your pass only works from the guy that you bought it from. So there's David and there's David. And then I forget the 2 names. Oh, we'll call him Oleg.
Goliath.
Oleg and David. And if your pass only works on the Oleg days, if you bought the Oleg pass, it's a preposterously weird business. And it's very like grungy, but also cool, apparently. Anyways, if you're in New York City, you got to go to the Russian and Turkish baths on 10th Street. It's supposed to be fantastic. I'm going to send Stuart there when he goes, because I remembered it by watching this episode. Like, oh yeah, I meant to go there. But of course I had like...
Is he going to New York for...
Apparently he's going to be there for like 2 months. His girlfriend, her job's taking him there, and they're going to pay for them to stay. And he's going to tag along. And he was like, we should meet up. And I was like, well, I've lived in Albuquerque for the last 3 years, but I would love to meet up with you there.
Yes. That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, so they're in there. Yeah. It's very Eastern Promises when they walk through, and the mobsters
we
there
do see
with the
Vigo's
model
dong.
chicks. Yeah. Or it's
Viggo
kinda,
Mortensen, not the Carpathian.
Yeah, not the Carpathian. Viggo the Carpathian's dong would, there'd be some pink slime oozing out of that, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The ectoplasm would be measuring on your EKG monitors or whatever they're called.
100%. 100%. So yeah, Turkish bath guy wants to see Liv's feet. Everyone respects whores in Russia. They're at the top of the social scene.
Yeah. I like that we start
I
with
saw
this.
Honora. I didn't feel like that was the case in Honora. But
Everybody respects whores in Russia. It's so that's why it's okay that
like,
the
obviously
episode goes down the
we're
path
saying
it goes.
whores because they're saying whores in this episode.
They say whores so many times. The reason we're saying whores is not because
Yes.
I would prefer
I
courtesans.
love sex workers.
In this case, I really feel like they're more like where high heels come from, Josh. So in Venice, in the the Renaissance period, maybe later, but initially it was so that the courtesans who were in this.
Did you learn this from Lovejoy?
No, not from Lovejoy. I don't know where I learned this. This is something that Lovejoy would talk about, though. But yes,
absolutely. That's why I asked. I've seen the Venice episodes.
Yeah. High heels,
the first two at least.
Yeah, high heels were invented so that the courtesans could get ahead up of the competition, so that they could be more prominent than the other, interesting ladies who would entertain the crowd around them. It's not necessary. It's one of those like we talked about with the hostess bars, in Japan. It's not. It's. The point isn't sex, but it is definitely like sex work adjacent, right? Now, I think these ladies, Sonia and Katya, they're not doing it for cash. They're doing it for goods and services. The men are drunk mobsters and the women are whores. That's what Robert Palm thinks of a community of over 900,000 Russophones in New York City.
Also, the men think that their fathers loved their mothers, despite the fact that they were fucking everything that moved around her.
Yeah, like in front of her, and maybe children
in front of
too.
Her. Yes.
That was a little unclear. Anyways, getting ahead of ourselves, Josh.
Perestroika.
We go from the Turkish bath in East Village to a swanky spa on Fifth Avenue called Ecstasy, which is like on a rooftop on a tall building, which I'm not in the kind of the ecstasy price point range for going to get my hair did, but most salon type places and a street level storefront. So we're at Ecstasy, and Benson Stabler is made to stay, so Benson can go back to the room where Natasha, the friend, is giving a massage. And so she knocks on the door, and Natasha says, "Oh, I'll just be a minute." And then they walk outside and are wandering around on the roof having a conversation about her friend, with just the client just like laying there on the table.
Yeah.
The hard wick gone soft by the time she gets back, because I think that's what we're meant to believe is going on in there.
Sure. So everybody dates Victor. That's how you get a job. Sounds like Trump and his cronies.
Yeah, everybody dates Victor. Everybody dates Jeffrey.
She did Yuri to get a singing spot.
Yeah, Sonia did.
Yeah. She wasn't awful, but she wasn't good.
But I mean, what are you expecting on the main stage at Tatiana's in the afternoon? I'm not expecting that much.
Tatiana's is where we'd been before, right?
We've been to Tatiana's before, and I've been to Tatiana's before.
So.
And actually,
but you'd been to Tatiana's because of this podcast.
Yeah, their exterior shot was actually at a place right next to Tatiana's. Actually, is two different storefronts on the boardwalk. Yeah. Their exterior shot was at a place directly next door to that.
So we find out that Sonia cleaned Andrew's house, filling in for Katya, who's out of country.
Sonia tells them that.
Yeah, sorry.
We don't believe it.
Did Katya bang Andrew?
Sonia does not seem like a house cleaner to me.
No.
Yeah.
No. I was curious as to whether Tatiana's would have a dressing room.
Good question. Probably. I mean, it's a huge place. It's like a massive institution. I never ate dinner inside there.
Okay.
I've just like had a beer on the outside because I was more interested in, I got Uyghur food around the corner when I like went out for like a sit down restaurant in Brighton Beach. Usually I'd go to the pierogi lady on our way to the beach.
So back at the precinct, Munch makes some casual sexist comment, which is par for the course in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Munch is a borderline misogynist for basically the whole season.
But he speaks Russian apparently, which I don't know.
He does. But when he makes this sexist comment,
mm-hmm.
he wants the high 2 from Cassidy, not a high 5. He puts up 2 fingers and Cassidy 2 fingers him. Very weird.
Yeah.
Then he talks about how Russia wished their president was virile, like Clinton, after the Monica Lewinsky scandal, because Russians know there's a little commerce involved in the art of love.
Yeah. Well, I guess they got a more virile president. They've had him for a long time at this point.
Yeah. Long time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The Harlan's housekeeper is not Katya and is not Russian.
But you never heard of the Ultra Katyas? What is that referring to?
Who knows?
Just random notes of racism that I have marked down.
Sonia's job is forbidden in a country that's all about, quote, freedom, end quote.
Oh, yeah. This is when she goes
seeing a pro-prostitution, anti-American take here.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
That's right. This is when they were really into that. Because was it the season episode?
Season one is all about that. Season 1 is all about that. Honey, Daddy just loves too easily. And all of this sexually compulsive behavior is me reaching out for mommy's love, but she doesn't reach back. I love that Dad is basically pitching that bullshit to his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
But like this is maybe the most like fantastical and hilarious rationalization for sexual compulsion we've seen on the show, which is saying something.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot. This episode is going in all directions at the same time.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. The more you try to think about
the
stuff,
beauty of season 1, where they don't know what the show is, so they're just going to throw as much shit at the wall as they possibly can.
They sure do. They don't even try to make it make sense. Yeah. There's plot holes everywhere you look.
Right. This is where we find out that Mom didn't seem to care about all of Dad's affairs as long as he was doing dudes.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine if he was banging dudes.
Then here's all the stuff from
little
Dad's secret
Russian
drawer.
Sluts.
Yeah. But then here's all the stuff from Dad's secret drawer. And we find out that Andrew is suing Katya for $2 million for 5 months of gifts and her apartment.
You'd think they would have, they've already heard about this Katya. You'd think they would have tried to locate this Katya.
I kind of want to high-five Katya for getting $2 million worth of shit in 5 months.
I mean, a $10,000 a month apartment. I mean, still a lot more stuff than that.
I bet you could suck the paint off a plane in the fucking sky.
Well, she's holding Stabler's hand at one point and going for a walk.
Well, is that Katya or...
That's Katya. That's definitely Katya. Katya is the definitely the superior seductress.
Well, we don't really get to know Natasha, so who knows?
Well, the Sonia being the understudy. Natasha was the master.
Oh, Sonia.
Sonia's
sorry.
the understudy. Yeah. We do get to know her.
Yeah.
To an extent. Before she gets butchered with an axe.
Yeah. It's been over a week since I've seen this episode.
She gets butchered with an axe along with Ant, who we talk about like she's 4 different times, but never hear Ant's name.
Never gets a name, just a body that's dropped.
And the little babushka is trying to clean off all the blood from the staircase in the landing.
Indeed.
Not today, babushka. That's evidence. Yeah. Even Brian knows that.
Yes. Then we get cousin.
Gael.
Cousin.
Russian
just cousin. Russian cousin.
Uh-huh.
He says that the hot Russians only come to Brighton Beach when they're homesick.
Yeah.
Because they're too busy.
They never bring their American boyfriends.
Shoving bananas up assholes of fucking financiers.
To quote the episode,
Upper
these
East
Russian
Side.
whores are shoving bananas up the assholes of the entire city of New York.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
makes
the
sense.
point
Makes
of this episode.
that's the point of this episode. So Alex Treshov comes in and tries to say he did it with a gun. This whole bit doesn't make any sense
It
to me.
doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work. It doesn't
None
make
whatsoever.
sense.
Doesn't work.
He says something about his dad fucked women in front of his mom. It was unclear
All
whether
of
he was
this
there or not.
Gibberish. So then the doorman is snowed over by Katya. Sonia was very innocent. Katya doesn't do mornings, apparently, like Mannix.
Yeah, it's true.
Lots of Mannix in this episode.
Mannix
No
heavy
tri-beards. No tri-beards, but lots of Mannix.
There could be. There's somebody on the boardwalk had a tri-beard.
Yeah, we hope.
I bet
we
there
didn't
was-
hear any Psychobilly Jamgrass.
No, but Josh, you walk 15 minutes north, or actually it's not north. It's like 15 minutes west on the boardwalk, and you'll be in Coney Island. There's tri-beards galore in Coney Island.
All right.
There's
Wait,
a
is there
guy with
Psychobilly Jamgrass?
yes, there's a guy with like 40 parrots. The parrots do the Psychobilly Jamgrass.
Okay. So Katya doesn't do mornings like Mannix. She and Sonia went to tease Andrew. It was done with Andrew after she found him with two men.
There's a lot.
Yeah, I put the
that's
banana
just
up
like
as keisters.
there's a lot that just is knit together, right? Because like you're thinking if you're a detective investigating this, the timeline of when those two women were
It's
in
more
his
like a
apartment,
really loose and lazy braid. I don't think it's knit.
It's
like
not.
this is a hair braid that doesn't have a tie and is going to fall apart.
It sure is.
Yeah, I put the banana up as keister. If he died from his allergy, it was an honest mistake. Mob boss guy tries to point to Alex Treshov, which at this point we don't really believe because
He said he shot
he tried
them.
to confess and said he shot him.
He said he shot them, which is not how they died.
I like this whole angle doesn't make any sense.
None of it makes any sense, Josh.
So the drunk cousin and Katya also both point to Alex. Katya doesn't want to help them figure it out though.
I want to point out another weird thing about season 1. This episode aired in January, and these people are out on the boardwalk in Brighton Beach wearing T-shirts,
Yeah,
and there's
'cause they
people
filmed it in
sunbathing
October.
on the beach. Yes, it is very cold in December and January out on the beach.
What makes you say that?
Because I've been there. It's very cold out there on the beach.
I looked very cold when I presume they were out there when they were shooting Angel Heart out on the beach
Yeah.
in Brighton Beach.
Yeah. And if you watch Little Odessa,
Coney
the
Island or
Tim
whatever.
Roth film,
Yeah.
where they're down there in Brighton Beach, it looks very
James
cold
Gray
there.
directed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that in the theater.
Yeah,
I don't think I've
somehow
seen it since
I
then.
remembered that. This is the second time that I remembered some dumb movie that you saw in the theater in like as many episodes.
Haven't thought about
Because
that movie in a
you
while.
forgot that you saw Knox Goes Away in the theater. and I had to
I sure
remind you.
did. I sure did. I remembered. The thing is, I told Megan that you remembered that movie, and I forgot the title of it when I was telling her.
I've
it.
never
she
seen
She
it.
didn't remember it either. It was good.
You both
I mean, it's
went
like it was like rote, right? That's why it's like not memorable. It's pretty rote.
Yeah.
But it's
And
but
it's got a weird unmemorable name.
yeah,
Whatever.
yeah, whatever.
I've got some note. If you banged some out, you wouldn't be so mean. Oh, that's I think Katya talking to Liv, right?
Yes, that's what Katya says to Liv.
Yeah.
So that whole
she
scene
tells
is
Liv she needs
another
to get her
one.
fuck on and she'd be nicer.
Exactly. That is a good scene. That's after Liv makes Elliot leave because Elliot's about to come in his pants because of the way
Oh
Katya's
yeah,
looking at him.
yeah. Katya has been rubbing his leg the entire episode.
Oh my God.
Under the table. Yeah.
Yeah. Even if she's just rubbing it with her mind, not with her actual hands or feet, like
Yeah.
Elliot's erection is palpable.
She's psychically TFing him. I did it. Now I'm going to play Russian roulette with myself while I confess to everything.
Yeah.
this time
Preposterous.
accurately.
Preposterous.
Like,
Preposterous that the police.
gibberish.
He's not like, why are they standing there? Just go take the gun out of his hand.
it's so dumb. It's so dumb.
There's
Then,
like multiple
we're-
cops with guns there. And there's multiple mobsters. Like, nobody needs to stand there and watch him shoot himself.
There's like 90 guns in this room, and they just let this guy keep. Anyway, then we get a bizarre fade in to the shot on the boardwalk.
This scene is so weird.
It's the weirdest because it's very weird ADR from Liv and
Terrible.
Elliot as they walk away.
It's the worst
It's
ADR I've
mixed
ever heard
badly.
in my life.
It's
It
mixed
doesn't-
so badly.
Yeah, it doesn't, like, you have an episode full of sound from these actors.
It's not the worst ADR because I've seen all the movies like filmed in the Philippines and Italy and shit.
Dude, it's not much better
bad,
than that.
though.
It's not much
bad.
better than that.
It's
pretty
very bad. And you're just like, wait, why
They
are
have
we getting
sound
just
production guys on this, right? Like, you and I could make that sound better. Because it
It's
sounds like
baffling.
they're in a studio. And also, you can see Elliot's
You know why it
lips
sounds
moving.
like that? You
Because
know why it
they're in a
sounds like that?
fucking
Because they're in a
studio.
studio.
Yes. and the rest of the time they're shooting on location, right? Like,
This show is a fucking show that's supposed to be like cinema verite.
you can also see Elliot's lips moving at times during that shot and not in time with whatever
Well, yeah,
he's saying.
because they're not actually saying any dialogue. They're like, "What are you going to have for fucking lunch at Crafty?" Like, or
How,
like
the sun
lunch
is
at lunch-
setting. How fucking longer do we need to be out here on this boardwalk? I haven't seen Manhattan in like
Are
3
they ever
weeks.
going to figure out what the
Yeah.
show is? They're asking each other as they're walking away.
Yeah. Well,
How racist was this episode?
yeah. Do you even know my name? I'm Chris Maloney. Are you going to even have a career, Mariska, after this? You know, because probably not. Sorry. Good luck with that. That's probably
go
what I'm
hump some sweaters.
Anyways, have we finished this episode?
Shocking to me that this happened.
And nothing that they say, like they could say
None
a
of it
couple
matters.
lines.
It should never have even had this.
Dude,
scene.
2 lines with them sitting at the boardwalk as the sun's setting and let them walk into the sunset, fade out Dick Wolf.
Here.
It's so weird.
So that was fucked up. Yup.
Yeah,
End
that's
of
what they
episode.
did. They also didn't enter the Moscow restaurant from the boardwalk side. They entered from the street side.
Yeah.
It's weird that they would just go wander down the boardwalk just to, like, look, the ocean's beautiful right now. Let's go check it out one last time before we have to
Hell of an ocean.
go back to New Jersey or wherever we're shooting at this point.
Hell of an ocean.
We rank these fucking episodes. We rank these episodes on the quality of the show, the quality of the guests they're in, how problematic the episode was, and the depth and breadth of Lives Ruined. Now, I think this has very high marks in one category. Yes. I'm not quite sure about the other categories.
Agreed.
So, let's start with depth and breadth of Lives Ruined, because I don't think that it quite lands how we're supposed to feel about
a guy worth $100 million. I want him dead anyway. Fuck
exactly.
him.
Fine.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes me feel bad for him is, you know, the community.
He maybe
he's
died
leaving
with
behind.
banana butter hives.
No, but there's just, you know, he had a community.
I'm joking. I don't
Think
even care
about-
about that. I'm glad he had a banana in
Think
his
about
ass.
the community
Fuck
he
that
left
guy.
behind, Josh. Bulldozer, all his other friends, Captain Poe. There's a whole community here. How's Captain Poe's kid going to go to daycare?
Okay, just wait. Let's really pick this apart. Bulldozer doesn't miss him. They're both tops. They didn't vibe.
Bulldozer's going to live his dream. We don't know where, but
Yeah.
presumably in
He'll
Cincinnati.
be happy wherever it is.
The Cincinnati porn scene. That's where he's going.
Since he porn. Since he's smart. The captain doesn't care.
No, but the captain's kid was getting daycare because of Andrew. And so the captain's going to have to pay for his own kid's daycare. He's going to have to mortgage that boat to get
He's
daycare
got
for that kid.
captain's money. He's got captain's money.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, we've got is it Sonia and her aunt who are dead?
Yeah, but okay. Aunt, nobody cares about Aunt.
I care a lot about Aunt.
They didn't even
Who
give
has no
Aunt
name.
a name.
Who has no name.
They didn't give Cousin a name either, and he had 2 good
But
scenes.
they do get hatcheted to death.
They do. They sure do. That's pretty brutal.
And Alex is dead. Do we care about that either? Not really. There are 4 bodies dropped,
There are 4 bodies
which
dropped.
is not nothing.
We care about Cousin. I think we care about Cousin most of all. He did seem to love Sonia.
Yeah, he's
and
very
Aunt.
drunk.
He's very drunk as a result.
In grief, drunk in grief.
And I don't know if you caught this, but he says normally Alex and Sonia have sex, which he likes listening to. And it seemed like it was going there. I might be reading into this, but that's what I heard when I watched it. But then it turned into murder. It went from him thinking they were fighting and about to have sex which he
noises
was
to murder
into,
noises. Yeah.
to then murder noises.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for Cousin. Cousin loved them. Who else do I care for? What about Yuri the mobster? Do we care about him? He seemed to be kind of broken up about things.
Are we like a 5, 6? Because
No, we can't. This can't be above average. They do not land any of these.
5.
I mean, there's a lot of bodies.
It can be average exactly. I mean, there are 4 bodies. Like
there are 4 bodies. We've given body, but usually that's one body that is poorly executed.
This is 4. This
is
many,
4.
Too many lives to not put at a 5.
And daughter Emily does seem to love her dad.
Yeah.
And we don't know what's going to happen with Bulldozer's career. You know, he doesn't have an agent. He's asking them to put him in touch with an agent because
I hope Cassidy finds him an agent.
He assumes that they know all these porn agents from SVU.
Cassidy did say he recognized him, so I assume.
So let's talk about guests, which is, I think, an interesting.
Okay, Guy Ale,
great.
Russian cousin Bulldozer, amazing.
Bulldozer and Russian cousin, fantastic shit. I mean, I thought Katya's Deborah Rush. I always liked Deborah Rush. I don't even really know where I know her from. I know I've seen her in a lot of stuff, but I've always liked Deborah Rush, and I think she's good.
Sage Miller's really fun.
Sage Miller's really fun.
One scene, but
I gotta say
comparing Dad Hog to Son Hog, pretty fun.
It's pretty wild stuff. The one guest actor that I have a problem with is Strizov, who has the biggest, what's his name? Oleg Krupa. Yeah. He has the biggest CV of any of these people.
I don't think it's his fault. I think it's
they put gibberish on the page.
Very badly.
They put gibberish on the page for him to read.
Nothing that Alexander Strizov does makes any sense.
No. His appearance makes no sense. His exit makes no sense. Nothing in between does. I guess he really only has those 2 scenes, right?
I think he might have.
He might have one other. Still, it is like I don't know. I don't even know what to think of this.
That's an on the page issue. It's not an
sure.
issue.
So okay, but so on the balance, we generally like what's going on with these guest stars. I really like the proprietor of the Turkish bath too. I think he's great.
Yeah, he's
the one who makes them take
Michael
off their
Aronoff,
shoes.
I think Igor.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely, it's Igor. Yeah. And they're like, "Why is he wearing shoes? He's allowed to."
Yeah,
come on, Stabler.
That motherfucker's shoes better be clean.
Well, anyways, you clean up after that guy's shoes.
Yeah,
is the deal.
But
what do we call this?
Yeah,
5, 6, 5.
I think it's a 6.
Okay. Because everything that happens.
I think so. You got the Sage Miller weirdness.
The Sage Miller weirdness. Katya is really laying it on thick.
Katya's great.
She's great. I mean, like what she's doing to Elliot. Like we can hear Elliot's erection against his suit pants.
Oh yeah,
right?
100%.
He's not wearing a fancy suit. It makes a lot of noise when you walk around in it. Yeah. Okay, 6. Great. Now, okay. Should we go good or bad? Let's go good.
Let's go bad first.
Bad first. Overall quality of the episode. It is a racist fever dream, right? And
yes.
Racist, misogynistic fever dream.
Yes.
There are, like, again, we
and
see
that will work for it in the second, in the
100%. But we see
it'll work in its favor there, but here it's not.
in the first scene, we see this dead body, Andrew Harlan.
Yeah.
We do not hear how he died for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just assumed that we know. I don't know.
Everything that goes on with the killer makes zero sense.
Yeah, nothing makes sense.
No sense. There's so many things in this episode that just
they go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth to Brighton Beach. They go to Brighton Beach like 20 times during the course of a 43-minute long episode.
It is all gibberish. Mm-hmm. It's bonkers how fucking nonsensical the actual machinations of the plot are.
Yeah. It is purely saved because it is so outlandishly salacious that we're having fun. We're having fun the whole time.
100%. But that's in the next category, not in this one.
Well, I mean,
think
we
it's
put
still
fun
fun
into this
enough
category.
that it's like a 3.
Yes, exactly. So it keeps it from being a 1, but it does not make any sense. And trying to parse it, like, listen to what Alexander Strisov says in his 3 scenes. Not a single word that he says makes sense. Nothing.
The shit with his parents. Like, what the fuck?
The whole Russian roulette shit. It's wild. Anyways,
yeah.
To happier things. It's a 10. It's a 10.
It's a 10.
It's fucking has a banana up his asshole. They talk about the banana up his asshole like 10 times.
Yeah, it's amazing. Every bulldozer, everything about bulldozer.
Cousin. Like, we have 2 different, like, small characters who are both fabulous in every way. And Russian
like,
cousin and bulldozer,
like, so memorable. Like,
yes.
We will be talking about them for as long as we remember the episode where Amaro has to turn on the charm at the at the counter for the bureaucrat. That's
that's in the Long Island serial killer one, the Gilgo Beach murders guy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And we will remember the bulldozer. We'll never forget bulldozer.
We'll never forget bulldozer. He'll always be there. We won't have to, like, use another stand-in for a strapping young lad anymore.
It's always going to be bulldozer from here on out.
And when you reduce an entire male population, 400,000 residents of New York City to an abject stereotype, we'll think of Russian cousin.
We sure will. Fantastic stuff. Wildly problematic, wildly racist.
Yeah. But it's great. It's fantastic. We love it. That gives us. You're okay with the 10? We gave a 10 to PC.
Maybe it should be a 9.
It's so fun, Josh. Josh. There's a banana shoved up his asshole.
They also say, like, I think they say whore. The whore count in this episode is probably 90.
It's
probably 90. I bet it's twice a minute.
For a minute, we're not sure whether or not the banana up his asshole caused his death.
Yeah.
That is great stuff.
And
anyways,
the nonchalant dismissiveness of, well, if he did die from an allergic reaction to the banana that I shoved up his ass, oops.
Yeah. No, and
amazing.
So that gives us an overall score of a 6. And like last week's, 2 weeks ago's episode was PC, which Josh has not named yet. But that one had such a ridiculous, first, what was that, 5 minutes or so, that I made Megan sit down and watch it.
It's more like 9. Like, the vampire shit is like straight up until the act 1 break.
I made Megan watch that whole first act until Kathy Griffin walks in, which is still like, that's amazing too when she walks in. But that's some memorable stuff that happens in that one. After that, I've kind of
then it doesn't matter,
blocked it off from my mind. But it's amazing up to that point. And this one has the same thing. There is like, I don't know if you'd cop this, because when Mom is walking into the apartment in the first scene. She's noticing like candles. I don't know if they're like, she's noticing mood lighting.
Right.
And she knows.
It's not candles that like live in Cabot would have, but.
Or like, was Trey Greenway. Not candles that Trey Greenway would have.
Wrong name, but yes. I mean, wrong name for the character.
Anyways, fantastic stuff. I think, though, it is time to live roll the next episode, is it not?
It sure is. Heading over to episode.lol, built for the pod by friend of the pod, Flet, co-creator of cinequote.net, which is now up on both the Google and Apple App Store.
Sure is.
The tape is spinning. Bill and Ted do not like this part one bit.
It's usually not good.
And, okay, Tortured. Season 4, Episode 16. A Tibetan woman who was tortured in her home country is found murdered, with her foot missing. And after an exhaustive search of potential suspects, the killer is a victim of torture himself.
Ooh.
This one features Ileana Douglas.
Okay.
Steve Sharippa. I don't recognize any of the other names.
I'm sure we will recognize some of these people when we actually see their photographs and whatnot.
Sorry, that was for 16?
Fred Weller. Yeah. Fred Weller was in RoboCop. Oh, he's a cousin of...
yes.
No. He's Peter
Frederick
Weller's
Weller
cousin.
is.
Never mind.
Yeah, okay.
But I bet we'll recognize him.
Charlie Hoffheimer looks familiar. Paul Fitzgerald is a character actor who looks familiar.
Some guys. We got some guys.
Got some.
I'm going to want to eat some
I
Momo.
think Jolly Abraham is recognizable too. What do I know her from?
I don't know. I believe I'm going to Santa Fe this weekend. Maybe I'll try to convince my family to eat at the Tibetan place up there.
Nice.
But guys, if you're in bus/train distance of Jackson Heights, Queens, you should go eat some Momo in honor of this week's episode coming up.
100%.
Yeah. But guys, we do have a Patreon. If you want to hear Josh and I talking about dumplings, Totino's, his favorite dumpling restaurant in Los Angeles, and if you want to hear that content, guys, you're going to need to join our Patreon. Where for $5, I don't remember what the tiers are. It doesn't matter. But
$3 and
you
$5.
get these $3 and $5. $3 gets you these episodes ad free. $5 gets these episodes a week early. And guys, we've been giving the bonus content because these episodes are very long when we record them, and they get cut down very short at least they get cut down to a reasonable amount of time. Yeah.
We're at 2 hours and 20 minutes, and this will probably be the hour 15 mark on Adam's.
Something like that. Hopefully.
But it's usually more like an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes.
Yeah. It's a lot of work to cut these down. Anyways, it's fun stuff in there. Now, if you want to talk about these episodes, if you want to talk about the racism in this episode, if you want to talk about if somebody wants to do the whore count, which please, somebody do the whore count.
Yeah.
The place to discuss that is going to be on our Discord channel. You can find the links to that and the links to all the other stuff that we do, our social media accounts, our Zazzle merch page, our website. You can find all that stuff in the show notes or at our website, which is munchmybetson.com.
If anyone wants to just jump or step up and design merch for us, I believe we said we would do it for what, like half of the merch cut?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds great. I would love
if you did a whore count. If you did a whore count and want to
turn that into merch,
want to call in, you can call in to the Munchcast's call-in line.
Well, we have a call-in line now. I love this.
I mean, I use it for Unkind Rewind.
May
as well use it here too.
Why not?
But that is area code U.S. country code, area code 507-479-6440.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a nice new feature.
I forgot that I started that. I started that for Unkind Rewind while we were still were in whatever stasis. We're in a suspended animation. You and I were.
So yeah, if you want your voice to be heard, literally,
again,
not just figuratively.
507
Yeah.
479-6440.
Now, if you'd prefer your voice to be heard figuratively and not literally, I recommend rating and reviewing the podcast, especially if you're giving us a 5-star review. That's what we really want to hear. But share your thoughts.
And if you're a Munchy and haven't reviewed the pod, please
come on, man.
we appreciate the support.
We love it. We love you guys.
Yeah.
But sack up.
You're frankly the only reasons we're probably still doing this, other than us being trivial, I guess.
100%. No offense, Josh. We love you guys, and the thing is, watching this with the randomizer is so much fun because it is such a whiplash going from season 26, which is the episode I just edited, to season 1. It is a different goddamn show, completely different show.
Yeah.
And I hope that we're able to have fun watching both of those shows, even though they're not the same.
It's a different kind of fun usually.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I think we've done this. I think it's time to get out there and munch Bensons. Munch all the Bensons.
But when you do, make sure to check on everyone's food allergies.
So, do we go to school together or something?
You're from Ypsilanti?
No, I'm not, but I swear to God, I swear I know this guy.
No, I remember. Maybe you know me from my commercials. My banana spot's still running.
That's it, the banana spot.
What's your real name? Bulldozer is my real stage name.
Ah, the nom de mort.
Don't I look the part? I'm gonna make it.
Really in porn?
No, not yet, but soon. Very soon. I just do these cheesy commercials for the money, but I was born to be in porn. And I'm still looking for a good porn talent agent. If you happen to know of anyone, maybe somebody that you picked up or something.
So, Mr. Dozer. Hey, Mr. Dozer, you were saying that you ended your relationship with Andrew. Why?
Because he didn't pay for the last 7 dinners. He gave me nothing. And all he wanted to do was have sex. And we were both a top, so that didn't really work out.
Well, Andrew gave you some presents, though, didn't he?
He lent me these to practice on. Is the wife gonna need these back? Because I'll keep them if she doesn't.
Kind of doubt she's gonna even notice they're missing.